welcome back to the Dash Block Podcast. I'm your host, Jael, aka Jay. We're going to be talking all things fighting games, and we got a fuck ton of Mortal Kombat news, surprisingly. But I can't do this on my own, so let me introduce you to my co-hosts, the first of which wants to be a master so bad, but his 4 Ninja Turtles keep splintering off. Say what's up to the people, Mad Mouse.
The fuck does that even mean, dog? What's up? It's your boy, Mad Mouse, resident Street Fighter, player, Street Fighter Saint, the King of Fighters King, the actual black one.
My next co-host swears up and down that he's going to get back into Street Fighter 6 next week, but next week was a month ago. Say what's up to the people.
What's up? Yeah, next week for sure.
Yeah.
That's my main game. Street Fighter is my main game. You all know that.
Yeah, man. Of course.
What are we talking about?
I always see you on Street Fighter all the time.
Right. Yeah.
But before we begin, all right, I just want to get this off my chest. I want it to be on record, on air, that I, JL Lyons, beat my games. All right, and then I, JL Lyons, have completed Spider-Man 2 before my co-hosts. Because these motherfuckers don't beat their games. They're frauds.
Did you platinum it, though?
We platinumed it. We actually beat it.
All right, yeah, whatever, nigga. Oh, I platinumed. All right, it's not that hard. That's not nothing about. I can platinum if I really wanted to.
Okay, but did you do it? It's not that hard, which means you should have done it.
I don't care. A 20-hour game.
What was the last game that you beat before Spider-Man? The very short game.
Spider-Man 1.
When was that?
About a month before Spider-Man 2 dropped. But look, you guys give me shit about beating my game.
You bought it on launch.
Damn, nigga, shut up. That don't matter. All right, I beat it. Though.
Okay,
that's what's important.
Oh my God.
But you niggas talk about how I don't beat my games, but there's one game I know both of y'all didn't beat. All right, both of y'all didn't beat MK1, and that's gonna be our first topic of the day. All right, because there's a big MK1 major, I guess, tourney. I don't really know if it counts as like a major, called East Coast Throwdown. Happened about a week ago, and Sonic Fox, a popular Mortal Kombat, Skullgirls, whatever fucking fighting game of the month expert player is, he didn't beat. He took home the championship with Rain. And
hold on.
I'm surprised.
I don't mean to cut you off, except I totally do. Are you approaching Sonic Fox winning a Mortal Kombat tournament like it's news?
I'm seeing. Okay, but here's the thing, right? It's like a cover, all right? Because I'm not surprised. No one should be surprised that this motherfucker won, right? Like, especially a Mortal Kombat tournament. But the surprising thing is that damn near immediately after Grand Finals, NRS dropped a fucking balance patch. Like, frame 1, tournament's over, boop, there's a patch. And it nerfed a fuck ton of people, right? I think...
Yeah, they fucking...
nerfs were...
What did Maximilian Dude say? They took Sector's kneecap.
Not Sector, Cyrax. Because Cyrax is like a pretty good cameo.
They nerfed Rain as well, rightfully so.
They took his fucking kneecaps.
Why you keep saying Sector's not in the game? It's Cyrax.
Cyrax? I'm sorry. I like the red one more than I like the yellow one.
That's how I know you don't be playing games.
I like the red one more than I like the yellow one. The red one has dreads. Ketchup is a better condiment. I imagine he's, red.
That makes perfect logical sense.
Dude, he's the cooler one, is he not? You're going to sit here and tell me that the mustard is better than ketchup?
I know. I know in MK9, Cyrax had like some fucked up broken reset combo shit. So I like him.
Did you play him in MK9?
Anyway, this patch, right? They dropped the patch and it was like really low key, these changes, right? Because they dropped the patch and it was bare, like basic bug fixes, all that good stuff. And they didn't add in the actual nerfs to characters until like 2 days later. So it was literally the patch with no notes. And I guess it made some waves. I don't really know how much it shook up the quote unquote meta, but I know what happened and I know people were happy. And that actually kind of brings up another thing, right? Because it's a patch that dropped like a month after the game launched, right? Because the game hasn't been out that long.
So yeah, Mortal Kombat, I say Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm's really quick on the draw with like patches. Like they go, oh, that's a problem. Everyone's bitching about it. Let's just fucking take that character's kneecaps. And what they do is they like release it. The game's good, but it's like some really powerful shit in it. And then they'll slowly tone it the fuck down. And eventually it'll get back up there. Cause I remember MK11 was like fucking crazy. Aaron Black had some fucked up shit in that game. And it got to a point where it was like tame and like everyone could play it. And, you know, you didn't have to fucking be Sonic Fox to get the good shit. But then it got up to the point where you had to be Sonic Fox to be able to do the good shit. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about MK11? Because I know MK11 like had periods of times where the game just did not get patched. MKX got a fuck ton of patches. I know about that.
Yeah.
But this kind of brings up a topic, you know, off the dome. How often should a fighting game get patched? Because it's wild that this game got a major patch like a month in. That's fucking wild. I know Street Fighter 6, popular game, that game's not going to get a patch until fucking next year.
Mm-hmm.
And it got me wondering, because I mean, let's see, what other big fighting games? It's weird, right? I feel like there's always a period of time with fighting games where the game drops, like, 4 or 5 months, maybe. And then maybe a patch would drop. I think it happened with fucking Guilty Gear Strive. Because I think so far there's only been like 3 big patches, maybe 4 throughout the game's life.
I think it depends on how you consider a patch to really be, because you just said big patches. Small patches are just as important because the majority of things in small patches are like bug fixes and adjustments to like certain normals.
Well, yeah, I mean, the patches that matter, which is the big ones.
I mean, when we say patch, we mean like stuff that changes the meta. Like bug fixes can change the meta. Like the infamous Lily bug definitely changed the meta.
I wouldn't call it infamous.
It was so good.
That shit was not infamous.
It was so good. It made her a decent character. We're not getting into it.
Well, in Guilty Gear, there were a few moments that changed shit up. I remember when 6S changed.
With Guilty Gear, I swear, like, it feels like they just released a patch and it's unbalanced as shit, and then they balance it based on what the community was doing with said patch. And, like, I'm not a big Guilty Gear player. That's just what it looks like to me. Like, a character will drop, big patch will happen, game is fucked up. Like, you got some clear winners, and then the next patch is like, okay, so-and-so's viable again. You know what I mean?
I don't play Guilty Gear anymore.
Because for like the longest time, Happy Chaos was just a winner.
Oh, yeah.
It still is a winner.
Well, yeah. I guess a better example would be like Biken. Biken was just a winner at a certain point, right? Bedman was just...
Strive?
I was thinking Exard, but yeah, Strive too, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Biken was fair.
Yeah, all right.
But like Exard, Biken was like good. But like then there's the way KOF does it. Because like, I don't know. Do you guys know how KOF does their patches?
No idea.
I don't play that shit.
Okay, so check it out. KOF has a lot of characters, right? You play 3 characters on a team. What the King of Fighters does is they'll have the characters that are good be good for a while, and then they'll like nerf the good ones and then buff characters that no one's using. That way, like everyone has their moment to shine, and they do it pretty frequently. Like I think they do like a major one, like every time a new thing gets added to the game, not necessarily characters, right? And what the community does, this is what my friend Yuki tells me. What the community does is like pro players will they'll just try to guess who like the least popular characters are and then lab them so that when those characters get buffed, they're like, I already know how this character fucking works, right?
Wait, hold on. Wait. You're saying they have to guess? Are you saying that SNK is too poor to distribute character data?
SNK isn't too poor. It's the players are trying to predict who's going to get buffed before the buffs come out. Before the patch happened, they try to predict. Like if, okay, Dalsum and Lily aren't super popular characters in Street Fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they were in the King of Fighters, JP and Ken would get nerfed, not to the ground, but like to mid-tier. And then like Geef, Dalsum, and Lily would be the best characters in the game for like 3 months or until the next major. And then they'll cycle them out with who's not being used. That makes sense?
The only thing I know about KOF is that you do crouching light kick into TOD.
It's touch your opponent into TOD.
That's right.
It doesn't have to be crouching light kick. I got hit with the TOD last night when I was playing with Yuki, and it was with a fucking far heavy kick. It was insane.
So you're saying you don't block. Interesting.
I did block. He started it with a grab. He just needed me to block so I would stand still.
That's rough.
You know, I know some other people that don't block. These casual Mortal Kombat players. So I came to a realization. All right, I saw a post on Reddit, because I get recommended Mortal Kombat shit on my Reddit, apparently. And it was a video of a player beating a Baraka or whatever, right? Apparently Baraka is like top tier. And the title was like, oh, really sticking it to these meta abusers. And that triggered me.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's not really a term that's used in fighting games. And it really got me thinking. It really brought something like that. Mortal Kombat is the quintessential casuals fighting game.
It's the Call of Duty of fighting games, bro.
It's a Call of Duty of fighting games.
It's the 2K of fighting games.
I have a theory as to why. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are the big three of fighting games?
Street Fighter, Tekken, and Mortal Kombat.
And out of those three, which one was made in America?
Mortal Kombat.
This is not news. We all know this.
Interesting. Think about it, right? Think about it. They don't really use meta in Japan. Like, that's not really a thing. But which fighting game has voice chat?
Are you just trying to say that Mortal Kombat is tainted by us filthy Westerners and that's why we act like animals and use the best characters we can possibly find?
Hold on, weeb. That might not be what he's saying. I think what he's trying to say is that niggas are approaching it like it's not a fighting game and it's not something that non-Japanese fighting games do, right? Because Killer Instinct had the same type of talk. Exact same type of lingo as Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but Killer Instinct is a good game.
Okay, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the 2K of fighting games. You know, and the ones Americans are playing.
Which is weird that, like, that's the one. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, the Mortal Kombat is the whole reason why we have the ESRB, and it is the biggest Western one.
A big thing with fighting games, like we discussed last time, is cool, flashy shit, right? And ease of access to get in there. When you beat someone's ass in Mortal Kombat, they have to sit and watch you do a cool thing.
That's true.
Like, Finish Him shows up and you do your funky cheat code, and they have to watch. And even if they quit in modern Mortal Kombat, they still get their head fucking exploded or some shit. Yeah.
And you get spectacle voice chat. So while you're beating on little Timmy, you can hear him crying in the background.
Yeah, he's going to learn today.
Like, he's going to learn today.
The thing is with Mortal Kombat, it's its form over function. Mortal Kombat is the antithesis of Virtual Fighter. It is the other extreme, which is why I personally don't like it.
Because no one plays Virtual Fighter.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is on the other end of that spectrum is what I'm trying to say. Like, if Virtual Fighter is function before form, where it's not flashy at all, it's like, I'd rather watch a normal street fight. But with Mortal Kombat, it's like, I'd rather just this be like a cool movie. You know what I mean? Because it fucking sucks to play.
Wait, are you saying you'd rather watch just two niggas outside of a fucking Denny's duke it out than play Virtual Fighter?
If he's not saying that, I'm definitely saying that. Heck, I'll supply the sandwich.
Okay, I don't agree with the sentiment, but I know that I'm weird. All right. I love Virtual Fighter almost as much as I love Tekken, but not everyone's a fucking weirdo like me, and I understand that.
Yeah, you're Virtual Fighter's strongest soldier, apparently.
No, that would be Mr. Pat Stairs at from fucking Castle Super Beast. But I do fucking enjoy it. Like, Vanessa, ooh, that's my girl. Veil Tuda, all the way.
Yeah, ooh, Jeffrey, Ryu from, I don't know anything about Virtual Fighter, but moving on, right? No one cares about fucking Virtual Fighter, all right? I don't think anyone under the age of like 40 knows what Virtual Fighter is.
I mean, if they played Yakuza.
Sure. Yeah, they might know. I don't fucking. But moving on. More NRS news. Apparently, for their little Halloween event, they decided to sell a fucking fatality, and this fatality is about $12 in the in-game currency. And I don't know why they're taking notes from Capcom and selling overpriced DLC that no one wants or cares about.
I can tell you the answer.
Fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles $20 costumes.
There's actually a big thing you missed. It started out as like things for like the whales, because they're the fucking what it was one of the 3D games. Fucking what are the 3D Mortal Kombat games on the PS2?
Dead or Alive?
No, not Dead or Alive. Deadly Alliance.
It's Deadly Alliance, Armageddon, and the other one.
The other one.
But yeah, Scorpion, I think it's a Deadly Alliance costume. It's like Scorpion's most popular costume. And that's also in the game. I think you can buy it for like 10 or $12.
I thought you could unlock it. I knew it was in the game, but I thought...
No, you can just straight up... Yeah, my cousin just straight up bought it. I didn't know you could unlock it, but like you can just straight up buy it. And it's like real fucking money.
Which is fine. That's normal to pay for costumes.
$12 for a costume though?
Is it $12?
Roughly around that. It's roughly about the same price as the fucking the fatality.
I mean, yeah, but that's cool.
You know, I say that,
have a
like
costume like
Street Fighter
fatality.
costumes were like $6 and $5, weren't they?
Which is reasonable, I'd say.
That's the price of a character. I don't want to spend a character on a costume.
And yeah, at least we have fucking costumes in Mortal Kombat, unlike in Street Fighter 6,
Hey, I'm right
where there are
with you,
no
my
fucking
dog.
costumes yet.
Don't worry, they'll add plenty.
Meanwhile, fucking Mortal Kombat over here.
Dog, if we get Ed concept art for his alternate costume before we get Ed, I'm never playing Street Fighter 6 again.
Good,
You can hold me to that.
good. I don't want to fight you anymore.
Yeah, good. You hate Street Fighter.
Like, if I see Ed's costume, like, on Twitter from, like, Capcom, before I see Ed as a character, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Man, who knows? I'm starting to think that shit's a myth. I think we're getting gaslit. I think they're just like, ooh, these costumes are gonna come. Yeah, they're totally gonna.
We're
be
gonna get the
costumes
costume
in
when
this
we get the patch.
game. We're gonna, yeah. I feel like the patch is gonna come before the costumes.
We're gonna get the costumes when we get the patch.
Oh, God. I hate the idea that fucking Mortal Kombat, they get a balance patch a month in and they get costumes. Man, I fucking hate Street Fighter.
If we're gonna swing back to that topic of how many patches should a fighting game have, I think we should get like a patch that shakes up tier lists every 3 months.
No, I
3
don't.
months. That's crazy.
I disagree.
Not a major patch.
If it shakes up the tier list, then it's a major patch.
I feel like we should bring the bottoms up.
I disagree. You should keep them down.
DNF did one thing right, and it was everybody gets buffed.
That is true. That is true.
DNF did one thing right, and it's everybody's fucked up.
Well, Street Fighter isn't really like that.
Okay, but there's the thing. I don't have a problem with the way JP and Ken and fucking Luke are. I just want everyone else to be brought up
I
to their
do.
level.
What the fuck?
I want everyone else to be able to do the shit.
You are just sad that you aren't as good as them. That's what it sounds like.
I don't care. I just want my.
Well, no.
All these players playing Lily and Dulcim and Geef, I guess, who can perfectly get wins, complain because they can't do exactly the same stuff that any higher tier character can. I think it's a balancing issue, sure, but I don't think you need to rock up the meta every couple months or do some giant major change with all the characters to balance it.
I feel like there should be a patch, like a big patch, at least every 6 months. I feel like 2 big patches a year is fine, with like smaller patches in between.
I think that's how Street Fighter 5 did it.
I think it depends on how much DLC is coming out for the game too. Like if characters are coming out consistently, then it's necessary because new characters are also going to define the meta as they come out. So there's less things to change.
I feel like every fighting game has at least 2 DLC characters a year.
That's how it should be.
So I'm thinking like maybe DLC character 1, like in between DLC character 1 and 2, that's when like there's a big patch.
You know, I probably wouldn't be this upset about waiting for Ed if I had like more costumes.
Yeah, man, take your pills, Grandpa.
He's not coming. Ed? What do you mean, Ed? You mean Falk?
He's coming eventually. You can drop Lily.
You want me to drop Lily?
I don't care what you do.
I think you should play whoever you want.
I'll drop Lily when Ed drops.
Yeah, that's what I did with fucking Manon and DJ. I was like, damn, Rashid's coming? Shit, damn. Y'all, you niggas are on a timer.
I mean, I got to get my grappler gaming in every fighting game I do, but like once the boxer's in the game, who the fuck cares about a grappler? Like there's no boxer in Guilty Gear, so I'm playing a zoner.
Yeah, there is. There's Soul. Soul's a boxer. He punches you to death.
I mean, not really though.
He doesn't play like a boxer. I meant the play style, not like the fighting style. The closest thing to a boxer in Guilty Gear is Giovanna?
No, what's
the boxing play style?
The one that kicks a lot is the boxer?
Yes, the play style.
yeah,
not
you're
the
right.
fighting style. I said that.
Man.
Like when I say boxer in fighting game, what do you think? You think in and out real quick. Dudley, Steve Fox.
I think Rashid.
Huh?
I think Rashid. Rashid's like a boxer. I'm schmoovin'. I got a double jump.
Boxers typically don't have that tool.
They do in uni. Mika, she can double jump.
Who's the boxer of uni?
Mika.
Her hands are big.
You're gonna tell me she's not a boxer?
Mika can't double jump.
I mean, she kind of can though.
Just assault in the air. It's a double jump.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking double jump. That's a jump assault.
Shit, looks like a double jump to me.
I mean, you know, I look like a reasonable human being. Doesn't mean I am one. You look like a smart guy. Doesn't mean you are one.
No, I mean, shit, I got glasses. I'm pretty fucking smart.
Because so do I. Does that just mean Ryan's the dumbass?
Yeah, but you don't wear yours.
Yeah, I do. I'm wearing them right now.
Look, I'm so fucking smart that I have a thought process when I pick up a fighting game and look at the character
No, you don't.
select. Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No,
Anyway, moving on. Speaking of character. Right, so let's say you boot up, you just bought a new game. You bought a Boko do Kyanta 2, right?
Is that the name of it?
I don't know. Let's use an actual fighting game. Let's say you picked up Street Fighter 6, right? You look at the character select. Probably the most important choice you make in your fighting game career is, what character you're going to be putting time into, right? So you look at character select, you see a blonde haired American flat top looking motherfucker in a jumpsuit.
You see Logan Paul.
He's like, oh, okay, he looks cool, right? And then right next to him, you see this Indian guy who's bald. He's got like stretchy limbs. Oh, that looks weird, right? So my question to my co-host is, what is your process when you pick a character?
I'd like to start out by saying that you should just pick whoever looks cool to you. I think it's as simple as that.
How do you decide what looks cool?
I'll get to it. Damn, lay off. Me personally, I look at the character select. I already know what kind of characters I like to play in games, especially anime fighters. Street Fighter, bit of a departure from that. But when I look at a character in Street Fighter, I want someone that has decent normals and can hit really fucking hard. So I gravitated towards Marissa because she has decent normals and hits really fucking hard. She's big, she's strong, she can put you in somewhere and really make you afraid to do stuff. I think she's pretty fun. So I'll usually go into training mode.
What about in other anime fighters? Because you don't let's do Strive, for example. You don't play big body characters. You play fucking Kai.
That's true. I do play Kai. Kai is a special
You play
case.
Chaos.
I play Kai in Strive because I think Kai is really cool, not because I particularly like his play. He's kind of boring in Strive, at least compared to every other Guilty Gear game.
That is true.
You don't play big body characters in any anime fighter.
No, it's just Street Fighter. It's really just Street Fighter.
Because you can't bear playing Street Fighter for more than 30 seconds, so you pick the character that does the most damage. I respect that.
Sure, we'll use that excuse. In anime fighters, I like just doing stuff that looks cool. I want to do the coolest looking shit. If I see someone do a loop, I want to be able to do that loop. I want to make people sad, and I want to be considered cool. That's what I want to do.
You are such a noble guy. Oh my God, that is not what I fucking do.
Yeah, I don't care about tier lists. I never have. I picked up Blaze Blue and I was playing Terumi for a while. And someone was like, oh, Terumi's A tier. And I was like, I don't care. Then I find out this motherfucker's D tier or something. I don't care. I just did it because I thought he was cool.
He's D tier because he's a dickhead, bro. Fucking hate that character.
Yeah, but he stomps on you and he has snake loops and it's really, really cool.
Yeah, that's what makes him a dickhead, bro.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Kai, he doesn't have Greed Sever anymore. Rip Greed Sever. But man, in Rev, in XX, in Accent Court, man, Kai was doing some stuff, let me tell you.
He was, yeah. He was definitely a cool character in those games.
We are quite literally letting you tell us, nigga.
Yeah. But that's what it is about me. It's about playing characters that look cool. In some games, combos aren't as in-depth as anime fighters and stuff, For Street Fighter, I really just want a character that's simple, easy to execute, has strong confirms, stuff like that. What kind of characters do you gravitate towards, Daytwan?
That's a good baseline, I'd say. Picking a character that looks cool is easy, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you just pick, I see this guy, he's blonde hair, blue eyes, and he drinks a lot. Boom, I'm picking up Chin or some shit.
Yeah.
And then you kind of gravitate towards, you fluctuate from there. Then you kind of find what you like. And okay, this character has this mechanic that's unique to them. Or this character has stances. Oh, I kind of like that. You kind of develop your preferences from there.
How I pick characters? I'm not nearly as noble as our good friend Arxyn here. All right. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to get real close to the mic. I want to piss off my opponent. The person I'm playing against, I want them to feel stupid. So that usually has me playing characters that have either really explosive damage that you can see coming a mile away, or characters that chip at you and just kind of irk the crap out of you for the entire round. Or the third option being boxers, characters that weave out of your range really quickly, forcing you to whiff punch, it seems like, and always being a step ahead of you. Not to be confused with pixie characters, because I like to be able to take a hit. These characters include characters like Jael, a character that is hitting you while you can't hit them. Zoners like Axel or Guile, or just characters a lot of time that can touch you while you can't touch them. And that can be frustrating for a lot of people. Or I like to play grapplers, like Laura from Street Fighter V, or Mika from Under Night, Tager from Blaze Blue. These characters, big, slow, and from the character select screen, you can look at them and you can tell exactly what they want to do to you. They want to give you a hug, and that hug is going to kill you, right? But my favorite characters, like if I see a character and I immediately think that's what they're going to do, I'm immediately picking them. And a lot of the time, the character's a boxer. I like to make it seem as if I'm a step ahead, because there's nothing more frustrating than fighting someone who knows what you're going to do. That brings us to characters like Steve Fox, who's like weaving in and out of your moves and counter hitting you for like a good chunk of damage. Still explosive, but more of a pipe bomb and not a nuke, right? Or characters like Ed in Street Fighter, who not moving out of your range per se, they're able to pull you into he's able to pull you into his range with his snatcher. And he's still able to hit you because he has a fireball, Or characters like Dudley, or my personal favorite in King of Fighters, Vanessa, zipping in and out really quickly. And their movement is also a sort of stance to where when she attacks you, she's typically backing up and then zipping right back in your face to hit you. My goal is to not get hit while hitting my opponent and making them feel as stupid as I can.
That's why you play Lily.
Oh, for sure.
And not the better character, Zangief.
No, not the better character, Manon.
Or anyone else.
Can we get into that? I want to get into that, man.
No, my turn. No. You two had your fun.
You just pick who wins. Who doesn't need to play neutral?
No, I don't. See, look.
It's slightly more complicated than that for Jay. Only slightly. Though.
I have.
Slightly.
That is not true. I will not accept the slander, all right? I have a process, all right? For the most part, I call it the 3 Bs, all right?
Is he
I like
black?
characters that have big buttons. They have big buttons, they do big damage, or they have big bullshit. I play a character that has one of, if not all of these 3 Bs, all right? Case in point, Nago from Guilty Gear Strive. Big buttons,
Yep.
hit you damn near half screen. Big damage, you fuck up once and you're dead. And big bullshit, because if you, I have a plus on block projectile, I can force rock, paper, scissors whenever I want. I can just kill you. I have a button that guard crushes, and I can deal like 30% damage and chip, whatever. Or one of the characters that I like that has one of the 3 Bs is Big Buttons, Phonon from Uni. She doesn't really do anything too crazy. Her damage isn't spectacular or anything, but I can hit you from half screen. I have a low that can hit you from damn near full screen, and I could be plus on damn near anything, I think. Or the big bullshit character be one of my favorite characters, S from Blaze Blue. Big buttons, although not nearly as big as Phonon. She has setups and amazing Oki that can just kind of lock you down, and she's overall really solid and really annoying to deal with if your opponent is a fool. The only game I would say that there's an exception to would be Street Fighter. In that case, I just pick Rashid if he's applicable, because I think he's really cool. However, I would have been a Marissa main if not for the fact that I knew Rashid was going to come. Or maybe I would have played DJ. I guess DJ would also fit the 3 Bs, right? Because he does have big-ish buttons and he does do a fuck ton of damage. And he does have bullshit.
Man has a feint.
That's a lot of words for just, I don't want to play neutral. I can't play footsies.
There's nothing to do. No, I can play footsies.
You just choose not to?
It's
You
your
can quit
fault for
anytime
getting
you
hit from
want.
half screen. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to play footsies, but I'm not going to use my feet. I'm going to be at the other side of the screen.
You sound like you are complaining a lot for a guy that loses to my fucking S and Nago and DJ, I guess, and Phonon.
I lose to your DJ?
Yeah, my DJ that I played in months.
You don't have
my
a
very
DJ.
I do have a DJ. DJ got me to Diamond 1, and then I immediately dropped him for Rashid because he dropped like 2 weeks later.
Lily got me to Master.
Okay, so
You guys are playing ranked?
We're playing. You guys are playing the game? That's what you sound like.
You guys are playing?
That's what you sound like.
It was my attempt at humor.
But case in point, the moral of the story is just, it starts off with picking who you like, then you gradually broaden your preferences and horizons from there. Or honestly, you could play a game with a good tutorial like Guilty Gear Rev 2 that will kind of break down what each character can do and kind of go from there. Like I know in their little tutorial, there's like a button that says, oh, I don't know who to pick. And they'll be like, oh, well, Soul can do this, this, and this if you like this, you know, or if you like having strong pressure, you can pick Milia. Ultimately, play the game, know your preferences, and then your preference will hop from game to game. It'll make it easier for you to pick who, you know, you want. Or push comes to shove and you don't like anybody in the roster, just pick whoever's a top tier and call it a day.
Tier lists are
anything else you guys want to say about that?
Oh, don't make the wrong choice. Because you can definitely make the wrong choice. I need you... Listen to me. Everyone else is going to be like, pick who you want. Pick who you think looks
There's no
cool.
wrong choice.
There is always a wrong choice. And you'll know if you pick the wrong choice if you lose 10 matches in a row against your friend who started yesterday. That means you're bad at video games and that you will never get far.
It just means you're worse.
Like, don't let
the wrong choice is listening to your advice.
Don't let his lies come off as like positivity. He's lying to you. I would lie to you. I'm a mouse, not a rat.
Fraud.
Right. Anyway.
See, Jay never picks the wrong choice.
That's why I'm always on top, baby. It just so happens, coincidentally, I feel like you guys brought this up at like last year, that I just so happen to play top tiers. Just coincidentally.
Yeah. And it's weird because I just so happen to always pick bottom tiers.
Yeah?
Yeah, like my first pick is always a bottom tier.
That's not true. Hawkman's not bottom tier.
Hawkman wasn't my first pick.
Who was your first pick?
Bullet.
Oh, no, Bullet. Yeah,
but Bullet's cool, though. Bullet's good. I played Bullet for a while. I was able to do stuff.
Yeah, Ryan's a better Bullet than you.
Yeah, but that's not what the point of what I said was. I said my first pick in every fighting game is always a bottom tier. Ed was fucking bottom of the barrel when he first dropped.
Yeah, and now he's the best, so...
Maxi from Soul Calibur is dog shit. I guess the only exception to this would be like Guilty Gear, actually. Because Axel's not ever terrible. He's just never the best. But like Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, King of Fighters, Soul Calibur, Tekken. Yeah, like it's just weird. Lily, especially. Lily is bottom one.
I don't agree.
What does that mean? I hate that term. Just say she's the worst character in the game. What the fuck does bottom one mean? Oh, she's bottom one. Yeah, there's only one fucking spot.
I mean, yeah, bottom three.
How are you going to be the worst of the last?
That's what I'm saying. She's that bad.
I think Zangief is worse than Lily.
Okay. Counter argument. Zangief can kill you at 45% in burnout.
And?
No one else can do that.
Well, are you going to let Zangief get close enough to hit you with a super in burnout?
Are you going to let Marissa punch you with a medium? Shut your bitch ass up. You know what you're saying.
Sounds like you can't block mids. That's all I'm thinking in my head. You play Lily. You have zoning tools. You should be fine.
You have a skip neutral button.
That's right. You have a move that is plus on block.
You guys want to talk about that? Let's talk about that.
No, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the Omni-Man trailer.
You're gonna sit here and you're gonna listen to me. All right.
There's nothing to talk about. I hate Lily players. All they do is bitch.
You only know one.
Moving on. Before we get to your fucking monthly Lily rant about how, woe is me, I play Lily, yet I'm in Master. All right.
It's not my fault. You're bad at the fundamental game.
I'm almost at Masters. All right.
Almost a winner is still a loser.
Says the guy that still can't hold back a Zangief in burnout.
I didn't say I couldn't. I said that he could do something other characters can't.
Yeah, you can do something other characters can't.
And what's that?
Lily can do things other characters can't.
And what's that?
You have a lot of free things that you can just do.
Nothing Lily does is free. Everything Lily does costs a resource.
Nothing anyone does is free.
What's free?
Stop complaining.
Everything Lily does costs a resource.
Oh man, I have to charge my wind or whatever. Let's
put this scenario into practice, right? Lily's only good thing that everyone says is so good is her wind-clad condor spire, right? Can we agree that that's good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Sure, yeah.
Leaves you +1 on block. It does pitiful damage on hit. Leaves you +1 on block. Meaning, if your opponent has a 4-frame jab or a 4-frame move of any type or an invincible move of any type, it beats your command grab. Just flat out.
Yeah.
So you have to OD it, right? Windclad Condor Spire is one of the most reactable moves in the game. It is more reactable than fucking Generate Kick, right? If it's not OD, you can just drive impact it. It's Slice. So the Lily's going to try to OD it. If you see a Windclad OD Condor Spire coming at you, just drive reversal it. Lily has spent more than you have, and she's back at full screen with less resources.
Okay, counter argument.
I'm listening.
All right. Rashid's enhanced light mixer. Basically the same thing as Windclad Condor Spire, right? Except I have to fully charge a fireball or
Rashid didn't spend a resource to do it.
No, let me finish. I have to fully charge a fireball or spend 2 bars to do EX Cyclone to get a tornado up, right? Full screen. Also, I think it's like what, +1 or is it +1? I think it's +1 or +2 on block.
It's +2
on block, right? But I can still get drive reversal. What's your point?
Okay, you can still get drive reversal, but being drive reversal while not spinning bar is better than being drive reversal and spending 2 bars and a resource.
But I could spend bar to get it out quicker.
The most you're spending is 2 bars. Lily is always spending 2 bars and a resource, and you have to use Windclad if you have it. So you run into a situation where like, okay, I'm being punished because my Windclad moves are like fucked. So the option is to not use Windclad. But if you don't use Windclad, you miss out on like half her decently damaging combos because a lot of them end in Windclad stocks. And you have to use a Windclad stock. But every character in the game can punish a Windclad move on block, on whiff, anywhere on the screen. Every single one, because drive rush exists.
I mean, yeah, if they react to it. That's the same for any move like that move, though.
No.
You have other applications. That's one movement option you have.
That's not true.
Can be fought against. It sounds like you're complaining about something that isn't necessarily a problem.
You can't punish Blanca Ball or headbutt like that. You have, like, Rashid's Eagle Spike? Maybe. Yes, in fact. Rashid's Eagle Spike? Yes. Blanca Ball? No.
Rashid's
headbutt? No. If Rashid gets his Eagle Spike blocked, he should be fucking, it's death.
Yeah, Eagle Spike is death on block.
If Lily, if she goes on the offense, she's guessing the same amount of time as if she's on the defense, which is what makes her a worse character. When Geef goes on the offense, another bad character. Because I almost said Ken or JP or Marissa, but we know they have damage. When Geef goes on the offense, he doesn't have to go for the 50-50 to be moving in the right direction in terms of like momentum. If Lily goes on the offense and her opponent has an invincible reversal, she is guessing as if that person woke up.
Are you saying that Rashid's enhanced light mixer is better than Lily's Windclad, whatever the fuck it's called, because Rashid's got that Saudi Prince oil money?
Yes. They added, they made a win character and then they made a better win character to add to the game.
I mean, yeah, but that win character has legacy, so he's got to be better.
Lily still has things that other characters don't have, granted her movement.
I'm not saying she's unplayable. I'm saying she's the worst.
I still don't think she's the worst.
What makes Geef worse than Lily? Is it movement?
It's movement. It's specials. It's normals. There's so much more you could do as a
Manon is better than Lily and Geef. We can agree on that, right?
Sure. I think she's a great, solid character.
I like her.
Manon has the same movement shit as Geef because all of Manon's movement shit, I'm using it quotes here, is death on block. And on whiff.
Yeah.
I disagree.
You're not using that shit to move.
That is a fact.
Death on block? Come on.
Death on block and on whiff. You are not using the shit that moves Manon to get in like you're doing with Lily.
The only thing that Manon has that moves her that's relatively safe is her overhead.
You can meet with that, right? The meaty?
Yeah, but that's death. Like you can just fucking drive impact on wake up if you know it's coming and punish her.
That's fair.
And even then, like, if you space it right, it'll be safe. But aside from that, Manon can't fucking move.
You know what both of those characters have that Lily does not? Grappler damage.
Command grab.
Lily does fine damage on her grabs.
Lily,
and it's got good range.
Listen to me. Because what I'm about to say might make you go, that's not true. Or it might just go, what the fuck are you talking about? There are like, let's count them. There's Jamie, Marissa, Manon, Geef, Honda, and Lily. That's 6 characters who have a command grab, right?
Yeah.
Jamie's is better. Marissa's is better. Geef's is better. Manon's is the best in the game because it's the highest damaging one in the game if you're playing her correctly.
Okay, wait. Why is yours worse, though? Is it the damage? Is it the startup? What is it?
It's because it leaves her full screen.
It leaves her full screen.
Yeah, and then she gets free charges on her wind.
And we just went over why wind is not something you want to always have.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But
once you get wind, you have to use it. Like, it's the same issue Ryu has with Dinjin, where you just have to use it, but it's so much worse. Because if you fuck it up, you get blown up. and it is not worth the reward.
I think Lily has a problem that Manon doesn't have. As an ex-Manon player, early on, I guess you can kind of play Manon two different ways, right? You can play her kind of prioritizing her medals, or you can sacrifice the medals and get better Oki. I don't think Lily has anything like that. Like, I think it's you throw your full screen, you only have one thing you can fucking do, and that's get wins.
No, it's two things. It's one of the three reasons you would use her fucking drive rush. If you're in the corner and you get a command grab in the corner, you're at full screen, but you can drive rush in and just barely do a meaty, like a true fucking meaty. And that is like a really good 50-50, because if they block it, you can take the out of it. If they don't block it, you get another combo in, right? The thing is, when you're playing a grappler in a Street Fighter game or a fighting game at a similar speed of Street Fighter, right? The threat of the command grab should be something that's like insanely fucking scary, right? And Lily doesn't have this, but the other two grapplers have this because Geef has an air grab, meaning if you try to jump, Geef is going to fuck you up because he's just going to jump up and grab you, right? And Manon can anti-air into metal, meaning she's going to snowball as if she was grabbing you. I can tell you straight up that the key to beating damn near any Lily in even the highest ranks is drive impact, jump. If drive impact isn't working, just start jumping, because she can't get a lot of damage out of it. All of Lily's best damaging combos require her to use drive, and you only get 6 bars of that, and every time you use it, you're spending 2 or 3. And her command grab is the highest meterless damage you can get, which you might think is, okay, cool, she's a grappler, that's how it should be, but like, that's not the case with Manon. It's not always the case with Geef. Fucking Marissa isn't a grappler, but her command grab is so much of a fucking threat that it jump scares people, right? She doesn't have the threat of the command grab.
That's definitely true. I've seen some people shit themselves.
She's the worst because the threat of the command grab isn't there because it's not threatening. You can just jump it. It's baby's first grappler. And the issue with it is like, if you command grab as Lily, people are going to be like, play a real grappler. Why am I getting command grab so much as Lily? But if you don't command grab with Lily, it's like, this character has nothing worthwhile, right? And like, the idea, the character fantasy, as I like to put it, the character fantasy of a grappler is like you have to work hard to get in. And because Lily doesn't have to work as hard, her command grab doesn't do as much damage. But when I'm spending my resource and I'm doing what the game is telling me Lily should be doing, right? And when I'm learning from playing the game is, once I have my win stock, I get in, right? If I hit him, I can get some sort of Oki. But my pressure is weak because I have the stubbiest jab 4 frame in the game, and I can't get a lot of damage off of it without spending
not
4
true.
bars.
Stubbier.
No, it is not. It's straight up not.
Crouching, light, or standing?
4 frame. Lily has 1 4 frame. It is her standing jab. It's her standing light kick.
That's tough. Hate to see it. Couldn't be me.
It is her standing light kick, and it is the shortest 4 frame in the game, and it's the fastest move Lily has. Meaning I can be in situations where, like, who do you guys play? You guys play Rashid and Marissa, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the corner, I know I'm going on a rant. I'm almost done. But like, if you're in the corner and you're at risk of being throw looped or some shit, right? And you decide a bar ray is the option I'm going to go for. You're going to wake up as Marissa and you're going to do crouching light punch, right? That has some reach to it. Lily can do that, and it could be the right option, but it can just whiff because it doesn't reach as far. Meaning I have to throw out a bigger button, which is slower. So I can't do that. So I just have to hold it and hope that I'm guessing that I should be blocking or not. I have to spend 4 bars to get decent damage off an anti-air because I have to do DP. I have to do attack into ODDP and OD dive, or I have to hope to God they just didn't fucking jump and I get my command grab. And like, I'm supposed to Condor Spire in and put them in a mix up, but I'm only +1. And this brings me to something I wanted to talk about. Somebody in Capcom headquarters or fucking testing Street Fighter is fucking a decent Lily, and it's ruining my life. Because Capcom universally, with every fucking fighting game they have, there's just rumors of, yeah, this character, not this archetype, this character was like really good internally, so we're not going to give them any love on like the release. Because it happened with Alex. It goes back to like, what's it called? Street Fighter EX. Like if someone's good with a character internally, they're not going to be good like externally. And I'm not saying Lily isn't viable. We have fucking Hibiki the Beast out there. It's just There is no way you're going to tell me that a Master Rank Lily and a Master Rank Honda are equally as good as the game in your heart of hearts. And we can move on.
There we go, folks. The monthly fucking Lily rant that I have to hear. No, not even monthly. It's bi-weekly Lily rant that I have to hear all the damn time. Recorded on air.
But I'm speaking straight facts.
You keep telling yourself that, buddy.
Anyway, moving on. Back to Mortal Kombat. Totally forgot about this. Omni-Man trailer dropped. Like last week? Almost 2 weeks ago? Y'all see that?
Yeah, that shit was hype.
It was really cool.
He does the think Mark think.
It was really cool.
His X-ray looks nice. Do you think Omni-Man would beat Homelander in a fight?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah.
But now we can play it out in Mortal Kombat 1. Omni-Man's first DLC character. I think there was a leak. I forgot to add to the show notes. There was a leak that kind of like leaked the release windows for each DLC character. If I remember, it's Omni-Man first. And then after Omni-Man, it's Quan Chi?
Homelander, I'm pretty sure. I thought Homelander was straight up.
No. Homelander, I know Takeda's last. And then Homelander is before Takeda.
Last,
yeah, because I think Takeda, his thing is going to like link into the whatever the story DLC. But remember, or Omni-Man, I think it's either Quan Chi or Ermac. Quan Chi or Ermac after, whichever one comes next. Homelander, Takeda. No, fuck, I forgot about Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper's in there somewhere too.
Oh, yeah.
If I can try to find it, yeah.
You couldn't see him.
You're so... Okay, I chuckled. You got me. Okay. You say it's going to link back into the story, right?
Yeah, I think he's going to...
Don't the combat kids show up and immediately die in the story mode?
Yeah, they show up at like the end, like the big Armageddon pyramid fight, but they're like alternate versions of each other. Yeah.
And then they fucking die.
Yeah.
I really like the combat kids. They were the best part of X. You think we're ever going to get Ferritor back?
Farah is confirmed, leaked to be a cameo.
Ah, heck. Okay. So like all
Farah,
my favorite characters are just cameos.
Yeah.
We're never getting Shijinko again.
Nope, he's a cameo.
But like in the story of not X1, he's like so cool because he's just another Shaolin monk who can just do the Shijinko shit.
Yeah, old man. I don't know anything about Shijinko. Order Realm.
His power isn't his Shijinko's power isn't like fire or ice or smoke or some stupid shit like that. Shijinko's power is that he's just the copycat character. He was trained by everyone. He can see something and he can just do other people's powers, regardless of how ridiculous it is.
Oh yeah, so what he does is like a cameo. You can like keep him on screen and he'll end up copying
your
the
opponent.
Player.
And if you're
your opponent, not the cameo, the straight opponent.
He copies the player, and then I think if it's two Shijinkos or some shit, he copies the cameo.
I think that's right. I don't know.
When I go out and I play, because I don't own the game, I play it at work with like my coworkers and shit. When I play Shijinko, no one else picks Shijinko. It's always like Kung Lao, Scorpion, or Cyrax.
All right. Next on the list, I saw another Reddit post. I saw a Reddit post on, I think it was...
Homie is a Redditor.
Yeah, man, I browse. I ain't got shit to do other than voice act and be broke.
Hey, man, I get it. Tip of the poop
I saw
knife.
a post on r/Watch People Die where this actually happened a couple of days ago at a tournament. Some people were playing Marvel 3, and I think a Dante hit like a Doom or some shit with the TAC Infinite.
Yeah.
Right. And Dante was doing the Infinite, all is well until he drops at like the last 3 seconds and fucking immediately loses. Right. He gets happy birthdayed. Yep. And so the comments of this were like, oh, this is why fighting games are so cheap. It just looks like bullshit. Da, 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 da. Damn, fighting games suck. Blah, 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 blah. Right.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys think that infinites are cheap? And are these people, these outsiders looking in, kind of justified in getting scared for hopping into the scene? Because to be fair, it is Marvel. Marvel is bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like it depends on... It has two rules for me. Are infinites a part of like the appeal of the game? Like are long, needlessly long combos like just part of the appeal of the game? And then on top of that, is it hard? Does the infinite require like some execution level, like some a decent level of execution, right? Because I'm not going to complain super hard about getting hit with a long combo in Blaze Blue, but I will complain if it's an infinite. But if I get hit with an infinite
that's
Marvel,
your fault for getting
it's
hit
like,
by an infinite.
If I get hit with an infinite Marvel, it's like, well, shit. I think I don't care much about infinites. I don't like touch of deaths. I fucking hate touch of death combos.
I have a question before I answer this.
Mm-hmm.
Was this a tournament? What tournament was it if it was? Or was this just like a small thing?
No, it was a tournament. I don't know what tournament it was. Let me see if I can find out. But it wasn't like a major or anything.
Right. I figured.
But even then, I feel like it doesn't really matter if it was a major.
Majors for Marvel 3 don't exist anymore.
Oh shit, this post got removed. What?
That sucks.
Subject must be die inside. Reactions to physical pain do not count. Sports deaths should be unrelated to normal playing the game. Posting literal... What the fuck?
That's a bot, I'm pretty sure, that you're looking at.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, from my understanding, at least back when I was watching a lot of tournaments and stuff for Marvel, a lot of places put in a rule that you can only do like 3 reps of an infinite or something, or you'd be disqualified. But I don't think that's important in this case. Obviously, it was allowed. I think it depends on like 2 things. One, is it old? If it's old, I don't think anyone cares. It's old. It happens.
What, like the game? If the game is old?
Yeah. If the game is really old and people are still it's never been patched, what can you do? It's whatever. It's not a big deal.
I do just want to point out that this infinite started at the 25-second mark and the match ended at 3 seconds.
That's crazy.
Oh, yikes.
But either way, I don't see why this is something people are complaining about when it didn't go on for the entire match and the other guy won. I think infinites shouldn't be in fighting games as a blanket rule. There's exceptions to every rule, but I think mostly you should not have infinite combos that take a ridiculous amount of time to pull off and just fucking exist almost seemingly to annoy the other person. But people are going to do it if it exists because it's optimal, and if you don't fuck it up, you just win. I think TODs are fine.
Didn't you hit me with a round start TOD with Gogeta because I dared
No.
to
TODs
jump?
are fun.
But TODs are different.
TODs are cool. I did it. It was really cool. You died, and I didn't do a loop over and over and over again that just turned into an infinite. I did a very optimal combo with all my bar, and it looked really cool when I did it, and you have to eat that.
I feel like TODs are just as bad because the moment the other player just doesn't get the fucking play, what the fuck is the point of it being a 2-player game?
Why didn't you block on round start when I had 7 bar?
You had 2 bar.
I had 7 bar at the end of the combo.
And you don't see that as a problem?
It's a tag anime fighter, bro. No, I don't see it as a problem. I see it as the solution.
I think it's interesting that infinites and TODs are really only common in tag fighters, which I guess kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you got way too many resources.
Yeah, you're getting jumped.
TODs, yeah, you got less health. Tag fighters are much more bullshit compared to other fighters.
That's why Koff is no longer a tag fighter.
To be fair, in these casuals, innocent people's eyes, and in their defense, this is like a damn near 30-second long combo.
It's a cutscene, dog.
I don't blame them from looking at this and then being like, yeah, fighting games don't look fun because I get hit and I don't play the game.
It's like playing a game where you're supposed to be mashing buttons as a beginner and just flailing your arms about, but you start off and it's like you're 30 minutes into a MOBA because you dared to jump.
If the question is it okay for them to be in the game, and do they discourage newer players because they make them look unfun? Oh, hell yes. They definitely make them look unfun.
It's fun for me.
No one wants to sit there while someone else is playing the game, and you have to sit there forever and ever, and it's just a boring combo. It doesn't even look cool.
I'd also like to point out that the games that do have infinites are like kind of the most welcoming for players who don't want to get into fighting games.
That is bullshit. You cannot. No.
No. Hear me out. Damn, hear me out, right? If you're not trying to get into fighting games and you just want a fun game to play with your friends, right? Are you not going to pick this game where fucking Chris Redfield and Spider-Man are fighting? Or where you're playing all the Dragon Ball Z characters? Because those games do have systems that are like really easy to understand for like really new players. It's fucking auto combo into launcher.
All that means is that people really want to play video games with media that they already have experience in. That's the only reason. If Marvel vs. Capcom was a Street Fighter style game, it would be popular and a lot of new people would have picked it up, but not because it plays a certain way. It'd be because, holy shit, Wolverine just fucking clawed the shit out of Dante, which is exactly why people initially bought the game.
Actually, it's Wolverine and Ryu in the marketing for Marvel 3.
Whatever.
Oh,
but all I'm like, listen, if you're playing Rev, right? Rev's a good game. I like Rev. Rev's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Rev would have sold a lot more copies if it played exactly how Rev played, but it was, I don't know, Star Wars. for some reason. I don't know. But it would be more marketable to people.
Counterpoint, nobody likes the Star Wars characters in Soul Calibur.
I do.
You're a fucking weirdo.
Fucking hell yeah, I love Yoda.
You liked Yoda?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Link in fucking Soul Calibur.
But Star Killer.
He fulfills the 3 Bs. Big bullshit.
Can't be forgetting the 3 Bs.
Yeah, that's why.
Star Killer. Where's Star Killer?
Okay, well, who the fuck is Star Killer?
Does Star Killer have a name?
He does.
Yeah.
Star Killer has a name.
Aaron Malik.
What's his?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Aaron Malik.
We're all learning
Yes, you're
stuff. I genuinely didn't know.
Did you not play Force Unleashed?
I don't think they say his name in Force.
Nigga, I did play Force Unleashed, but did you really pay attention to the story of Force Unleashed? I was too busy stopping like a ship with my mind.
I replayed Force Unleashed like 4 different times. It was really good. And then I played it again on PC when it eventually launched on PC.
How does it run on PC?
It's fine. I downloaded like a couple compatibility mods just to make it smoother, but it's fine.
All right, general consensus. Are Infinite's cheap? Back to fighting games or fighting game podcast.
Yes, they're cheap as hell.
Yes, Infinites are cheap, but I do not blame you if you use them.
Is it your fault if you get hit with an Infinite? Yeah, 3 Bs. Remember.
Nothing's wrong with being cheap.
Big
People like
bullshit.
inexpensive shit.
If you get hit, 99% of the time, you deserve to eat shit. It's just how it is.
The whole point of a fighting game is to lower your opponent's health without you getting your health lowered, hit without being hit. And they can't hit you if they're stuck in the air going, ow, ow, while you're going, you like that? Over and over again, bro.
Yes, sir.
like
Power of the Nova Force.
that's just how it is. If you're playing a game that allows
It's
that free,
fun to watch.
Real quick for my own benefit, who do you guys play in Marvel? Seems like a fun question.
Like, what's our team? Or
Yeah, who's fun? Dante is the funnest character, clearly.
who's my favorite or who's our team?
Who do you like to play? Not even like what's your team, just who do you like to play?
She-Hulk, Hager, and Ryu.
toss up between Nova, Matarasu. Shit, I guess that's really about it. No, and Doom. Doom's dope. I like Doom.
I think you like Alma's assist more than you like Alma, bro.
No, Nate, what the fuck? I barely use Alma's assists. Alma's my point character. What are you talking about? This is how I know you don't play fighting
Not
games.
when we
You
played.
both are frauds.
Dormammu is cool. Why ain't no one talking about Dormammu?
Dormammu is cool. I like Arthur too.
Yeah.
Arthur's fun.
Arthur's kind of bullshit. He's annoying. I'm annoyed by him.
Yeah.
Not as annoyed as Beautiful Joe, though.
Bring it right back to how do you pick a character?
Joe is way more annoying. He is funny, though. He's definitely funny.
I'm playing Beautiful Joe on my Steam Deck.
You know what? I played Infinite. You know who my favorite character in Infinite is?
Monster Hunter. The only reason why I bought the game.
Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is such a fun character.
I played Infinite for like 30 minutes and then realized I wasted my money. I did not enjoy it very much. Mostly because I bought it.
I would play that game just to play Monster Hunter.
Bought Infinite for Monster Hunter, played for like 30 minutes, and was like, I got all I wanted. I was like, yep, I played Monster Hunter. Time to go play actual Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
But all right, last topic before we wrap up. Totally forgot about this. Moving back to some Street Fighter news. Capcom Cup Singapore just happened last week, I believe, and my hero, Gachi-kun, took home the champ by beating a filthy, disgusting Luke main. Gachi-kun with Rashid beating Chris Wong's Luke. And, just one more reason why Saudi money is the best and why Rashid is my hero. And the only reason why anyone should pick up Street Fighter, play Rashid.
I'm surprised Chris Wong lost. I thought he was getting it. He played really well.
He played Luke. You can't play bad.
He made some really good decisions in the match.
Yeah, I shouldn't discredit him. I'm sorry.
He was on losers. He reset the whole fucking thing. He was doing well.
Yeah, I know.
The Rashid just learned his fucking matchup. I say that like it was easy. It's not easy.
It's not.
You want to know why? Because it's character loyalty. Gachikun's been playing playing Rashid since Street Fighter 5. And that's why he's the GOAT. That's why he did exactly what I did. He dropped fucking whatever the fuck he was playing for.
Shouting out a man who's never going to know you exist.
I am. He's my hero.
Gachikun's your hero.
At least I have a hero. Yeah. Because I
have a hero.
Unlike the both of you. No one cares about
I have a hero.
Who's your hero?
Ending Walker.
R. Kelly?
El Chicote.
Don't know who that is. Irrelevant. No one knows who that is.
Wow, El Chicote GOAT, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, he's not going to date you, bro. He's not going to see this.
Man, when I win the 1 million, I'm going to look at Xanos's bare tits. That's what I'm going to do.
Jeez.
Yes, sir. Once I win that 1 million, can't wait for this to fucking blow up on Twitter in 3 years.
Nigga, you weird. All right. I guess that's it for the show notes. Y'all got anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
Oh, yeah, you could follow me at Mythical Mad Mouse at Twitter. Mythical Mad Mouse on Instagram. Sorry. And Mad Mouse 44 on Twitter. Big things, fighting games happening there. If you want to catch me in the streets, just at me on Twitter. I'll have no problem showing you my master rank Lily. I think that's about it.
Yeah, if you want to watch Mouse go 0-2 at tournaments, be sure to check him out on Twitter.
Yeah, I go 1 and 2.
Anything else? Anything I want to say?
I love smashing your dreams, Daytwan. Scammer gets scammed. Hashtag 420. And that's a wrap.
What?
I need some new fucking co-hosts.
Is this a meme? I don't know. Is this like the Phantom Tax shit?
End the stream there. End the stream there. End the recording.
Oh,
just
all right.
End it with Scammer gets scammed.
Oh my god. All right. Thank you everyone for tuning into the Dash Block Podcast. Yeah, that's about it for today. Bye.